I can always mention it to him.
Yeah.
What it does is it switches from the display to just the IP so that it saves.
Oh, okay.
And it was so fun. Okay, I can't stand it in anyone's spot. Okay, you guys can. I'm falling asleep here. Okay. I'm ready. Does anyone have pets? Raise your hand. Does anyone have dogs? Of the larger kind? You're okay. What if they became a band? What would you feel like? Sad. Exactly. So today I would like to speak to you about pit bulls. Pit bulls, a good dog. I would like to speak about their history, what has changed and what can be changed about the ban on pit bull and the large discrimination for them. In the 1800s, according to loveupload.org, it's the farthest you can find pit bull history. It's stating that they came from the United Kingdom. And in 1835, that is when the first pit bulls came, and it was also a part of what became known as dog fights, hence the name where pit came from. That was the arena it was. Yes, they did start out as that. Did it stay that way? No. Over time, it did not. During Civil War times, that is when the pit bull terrier became also known as the American pit bull. They were loyal, they were humble, and they were simple dogs. Yes, they are strong in stature, but they are still human, gentle of kind. So, when I was young, I had three pit bulls in my lifetime, and even more. My pit bulls were the nicest dogs I've ever had. Each one of them was a rescue. Jules was beaten and abused before we got her. And we were able to save her from the people that owned her, and ended up getting her comfortable enough to where she would actually want to come out her kennel. Jules, same issue. Jules used to hide behind curtains because she thought if she can't see you, you can't see her. Seems funny, but it's really sad. Mo, when you see this picture, what do you think the dog's doing?
I was barking aggressively.
It is yawning. But when people see teeth and all that, especially with pit bulls, they immediately think of the lockjaw theory. Lockjaw is actually false. Pit bulls do not have lockjaw at all. It's actually the pressure of the pit bull is actually difficult, as when people are attacked by pit bulls, it's more of the people fighting against them that causes more damage to themselves. So, are they actually truly violent? No, because before, pit bulls were actually known as nanny dogs after the bullfights. This is Helen Keller. I don't know if you guys remember her. She was blind and deaf. She had not one, but two pit bull terriers. And she loved them kindly as they were also her therapy dogs. And as the most famous pit bull of all time, this was Petey from the Little Rascals. He was with children, and it was okay. When the creator of the Little Rascals came with the story, he wanted it to be about kids and their pets. And he's like, the pit bull is the best choice. They were loyal, they were caring, they were kind, and he knew that the kids would be okay with them. According to Timeline Story, they stated that they started changing in the early 2000s. And what people don't know is that Army bases actually ban pit bulls from actually being on base. I actually had to get rid of my three pit bulls when my mother joined the military due to ban that didn't allow pit bulls on base. which is weird because the most decorated war dog is a pit bull terrier. His name was Sergeant Stubby, and he is actually found in one of the museums in New York. So my question is, why is it difficult for people to understand what a pit bull is? A pit bull is discriminated to an extent where it could be a mixed pit bull, but it'll always be a pit bull. Just like if you were mixed black and white, it would still be considered black. In this case, which one do you think is a Labrador? Which one do you think is a pit bull? Pit bull. So this is a pit bull, that is a lab. But they are so similar, the only difference is their facial expressions. And this is what causes people to call the cops and to claim a discrimination. It doesn't matter how kind your dog is, it's just how he looks. In today's society, according to ASPCA, due to PSL laws or breed-specific legislation laws, over 40% of pits are euthanized a year due to this, as many states actually abolish dogs that breed entirely in their cities as well as their districts. And this creates stands, because we're basically explaining it's not the dog, it's the person that raises the dog, because as shown before, they used to be unit dogs. They used to be kind and caring, and they can still be kind and caring. This is a picture of Bubba. Bubba was beaten and abused, and he actually became rescued by his police officer. Later on became adopted by the police officer. So it all comes down to your dog might also be banned. In the words of the great famous dog whisperer, Susan Milan, in the 70s, they blamed the Dobermans. In the 80s, they blamed the German Shepherds. In the 90s, they blamed the Rottweilers. Now they blame the pit bulls. When will they blame the humans? My dogs that I have now are most of those dogs that are banned in most cities and states. I have a purebred German Shepherd, I have a Cavapoo German Shepherd mix, and I have a Rottweiler Beagle mix. All of my dogs, I got to sit standing perfectly. They don't attack unless I say so. They're very loyal, and they're only territorial in the home. And I want people to understand that is what the pit bull is going through. Its history has not always been faltered. It is the humans that take part in that. And thank you.
So, are you going to need to head out, Sarah? Oh, no, I understand. So, first of all, Sarah's going to need to she has to get over to the Christenberry Fieldhouse for a class. I know, thank you. But I know some people may be here tomorrow, some people not. So, have a great rest of your summer, Sarah. We'll see you in the fall, correct? So, bye, Sarah. Thanks for all the time you have.
Well, Rack and Azure are good.
And Sarah, you've got all the instructions for what's coming up in the next few days? Okay. I'll try to email folks to remind them too.
Always the baby.
And then I know we'll probably run a few minutes late, but if folks can stick. So if you're sticking for Julius, make sure you stay the whole speech, even though we'll probably run a few minutes late. And Zach is nice enough to do our timing here.
No, it's okay. You can just do like every minute.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So for starters, I have a question. How many of you guys in here have a mother or a grandmother who has been in the workforce at some point in time? Okay, great. I'm glad to see that's almost everybody in here. Okay, so Me personally, I'm in the same boat as you guys. My grandparents were both of my grandmothers were in the workforce. I had a grandmother that was a registered nurse, and then I had a grandmother that was a librarian, as well as my mom. She was in the workforce as well. She was a jet mechanic for the U.S. Air Force. So born and raised in Augusta, my life had a little bit of a shake-up this past year. You see, as a soon-to-be college graduate with the yearning to get out of Augusta, I knew within the next couple of years I'd be kicking my parents to the curb, moving as far away from my hometown as possible. Well, this past fall, my parents beat me to the punch. Having accepted a new job as Chief of Training and Development, my mother packed my father up and moved to Alabama at 55 years old. She left everything she'd known for the last 20 years in hopes of achieving a new level of accomplishment. My mother has shown me that career-wise, women can achieve anything a man can. By the end of this talk, you will know the importance of working mothers in the home. Today, I will discuss the importance of working mothers, some of the criticism working mothers face, and how you too can empower a woman in the workplace. According to a 2018 comparative study by Cedric Kahn for the Journal of Educational Sciences and Research, working moms instill into their children fearlessness, social cognizance, a feeling of commitment, and additional monetary advantages. My mom would be the perfect example of this. Having worked in a non-traditional role as a jet mechanic for the U.S. Air Force, I was taught from an early age that I could achieve anything with hard work and dedication. I benefited from seeing a woman holding a role typically held by a man, as well as my family gained from the addition of more household income. Working moms also face heavy criticism and backlash. Working moms are often overlooked for positions for the male candidates and also for single women who possibly don't have children. Finding family-friendly work